Good morning. I'm trying to get it to be a good morning. Not been in a very good mood the past couple of days. And I know why. And I'm going to tell you all a little story at the end. And it is why I have not been in a very good mood. But I'm trying to break a cycle this year. So, weigh-in this morning was good. I'm still not pre-Christmas. I'm 14 ounces away from pre-Christmas. I am still under 200. I was 199.2. So that's not bad. Next week I will be there. So I just watched a video that my friend Lindsay sent me, and it was the funniest thing. And so if I break out laughing, it's because of that video. And I can't discuss it because it was kind of dirty. She's got a dirty mind. So one thing I'm going to talk about this week is when I first started, I didn't just change the way I ate overnight. It has taken almost 2 years, and it's still not perfect. It's a process. I have over about 30 years or more of bad eating to correct. And anyways, like when I first started, we like to go out to eat and stuff like that. Sometimes we like to have biscuits and gravy. And this video, once she watches it, if she watches it, she'll know who I'm talking about. I won't name names, but she's worried about not being able to enjoy breakfast with her family or dinner with your family. I told her, I said, why not have breakfast with your family? You can sit down at the table and have a little bit of biscuits and gravy. Just do it with moderation. Just make good choices. Don't deprive yourself 100% because you will cave in and you will gorge, and then it's a shot. So anyways, also the same with dinner. We sit at the dinner table as a family every night. I make my healthy meals, and I'll make one thing that the kids like macaroni and cheese or something like that. And they eat what I cook. I don't make them eat all the vegetables if, they won't even try them. So, I'm not going to fight with them. I've been homeschooling 4 kids this week, and it has really wore on me. I was up at 4:30 yesterday morning, and I was a bitch. But I'm not going to be on here for real long, but I want to pay tribute to someone that that was very dear to me growing up. I realized the other day why I've been in such a funk. And it's always about this time of year I start to get into a funk and I start getting super depressed. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Caitlin. But so I'm trying to break that cycle this year. Last year it got so bad. I literally by the mid-February I laid in bed for 3 days and slept because I just couldn't move. My body and my depression got the best of me. So this year I'm breaking that cycle, trying. So I thought maybe if I talked about what started all of this depression cycle with this part of the year anyways, and pay tribute to a dear old friend of mine, maybe it would help me heal. And I can make sure that the world or whoever watches this knows a little something about an amazing man. So tomorrow is January 9th. And I had a dear friend die on January 9th. He was like a big brother to me. His name was Jason Gokenauer. I met him whenever I was about 12 years old, maybe a little younger. He was a good friend of mine, Brandy's boyfriend. And he was just like so full of life. I sit here and wrote out an entire page or two of about Frog, and that's what we called him. I'm gonna tell you why we called him Frog, but I want to tell you about when I first met him. We were uptown, and he bet the cop that he could get the bicycle to the speed limit, over the speed limit, by the end of the block, from the start of the block to the stop sign. And he did it. And I was like, holy crap, that's so cool. I was like 11, 12 years old, you know. I thought that was so awesome. And the reason we called him Frog is because he was like 6 foot tall. Maybe taller. And he had this little green truck, like tiny green truck. And you would see him driving around and his big old long legs sticking up over the dash. And he was an amazing person. He was, like I said, he was like my big brother. He was there all the time when I was younger. So I'm going to try not to get all sad this year, because when we lost Frog, it was the very beginning of a very, very bad year. It was a very traumatic year for me. I lost so many that I loved that year, like died. So, Frog had very long hair. He was a drummer. He was in a band called the Dirty Rats. The first time I saw the Dirty Rats, I was probably about 14, and we were at the park in Worthington, and us girls were all sitting by the stage watching the teenage boy band. It's not really a boy band because it was a rock band. And we just thought that was the coolest shit. You know, we were friends with guys that were good looking, and they were in a rock band. And, you know, 13-year-old girls and musicians, as all my friends know, my friend Brandy and him, they were together, and they had a little girl together, and her name is JC. And she has kids now. Back in the day, like when, you know those movies where you see these high school kids and the house is packed and there's a live band sitting in the living room? That was Frog's house. I had some of the best times at that house and at his other one. We just like lived it up. His band would be in the living room playing, and me and my friends would just be dancing and having the most amazing time. And yes, we were minors. We were like 16 and 17 then. It just was like, I can remember many, many nights us sitting up, me and him and Cheryl and James, and just like nobody else was there. Everybody took off. It was late, and we would just start freaking singing CCR out of nowhere. And it just, I don't know. It was crazy. It's probably stupid to you guys, but it was just awesome to me. It just made my teenage years so much fun. Now, it's been 22 years tomorrow, and I'm never going to forget that morning that I got that phone call. See, at that time, Frog was dating my best friend Cheryl, and they had been into it. I was staying at a motel in Bloomington because my grandma, Rush, was in the hospital with cancer, dying, and my brother's girlfriend was up there. She had actually just had my niece. By the way, happy birthday, Abby. Happy birthday, Jaden. Anyways, it was really early, and my Aunt Sharon called the motel where we were staying and told me that Frog had been in an accident. He was a firefighter over at Worthington, and he was a very brave man. He was a freaking legend, man. That's just all there is to it. This house caught on fire, and Cheryl dropped him off at the fire department. And he was the first one there, and he didn't wait, and he ran in, and he never came out. He was afraid someone was in there. So he ran in there to make sure that, nobody lost their life. Unfortunately, he did. That day, a legend died. That day was a horrible day for many, many people. That day was just the first day of, like I said, a horrible year. But I wanted to pay tribute to him today for tomorrow because he was so special to me. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of nights we weren't that kind of friend. Like I said, he was like my brother. And he talked to me and helped me through some different things. He was just a really good man, and he was a hero, just like Barbara said. He is a true hero. Today, in honor of Frog, and tomorrow, since tomorrow's the 22 years, everybody needs to listen to Candlebox, Far Behind, and Cumbersome, because he played Seven Mary 3 Cumbersome, and we would sing, and it would be so fun. I'm telling you, these nights were like, it only happens in movies, at least it seems. But anyways, 1999, January 9th, 1999 was the first day of many terrible things. I usually let all this go and drag me down over the next month because, like I had told you earlier, my grandmother was in the hospital dying of cancer at the time. And I lived with her in this moment. She helped raise me, and at this time I had been living with her for several years, and we were very close. So it just kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's just like it's a chain reaction, I guess, of a tragedy after tragedy that year. And I've held it all these years, and I don't want to anymore. I don't want it to drag me down. I don't want it to make me lay in bed for days because that scares my kids, and I don't want to do that. It worries them. And so I want to tell my story, and I want to share the awesome things that I've done in my life, and the awesome people I've met in my life, and the awesome people I've lost in my life. We all have, and we all have to let it go and live, and let their spirit live through us. And as in Frog's spirit, they are living through his children and grandchildren every day. And I'm sure he is looking down from heaven, so proud of his kids, and so, so happy. So, I'm going to end there. I didn't really want to go live today because, like I said, I was not in a good mood. But it actually feels good to tell a little story about someone I loved, someone that meant a lot to me. Frog, I hope you're up in heaven rocking out with James. I miss you every day, and so does everybody else. Today's my son's birthday. Today's my son's birthday, Jaden. Say hi.
Hi.
Can you believe he's 11 and he's as tall as me? So, remember everybody, wash your hands. Don't be disgusting. Make good choices. Remember people from your past, the ones you've lost, and smile instead of cry. Because it's better. It's freeing. They said happy birthday, Jaden. All right, everybody. Peace out. Go low or go home, baby. Bye.
Arf, arf.